Morning, welcome back to the trail. Here we are at Turton and Entwistle Reservoir, sort of Blackburn Darwen way. Just out for a short 10 miler. Weather's not too brilliant, but I'm not bothered by that. After last week where I sort of missed out on my walk, kind of glad to be out. Well, last time I was here, all this was grown, it was high, but there were signs saying that there'd been an infection in the trees and that they were going to start felling, and there you go. It's a lot of trees. Right, so this route is taking us around the Turton and Entwistle Reservoir, down the Wayoh Reservoir, down to Jumbles, and then back up the Whitton Weavers Way, through a golf course, back to the car park. And already you can see, look at the landscape. Yeah, so this is some gorgeous plantation around the reservoir. It's one of my favourite routes, to be fair. So like I said, it'll follow the outside sort of southeast around 3 reservoirs before coming back up, and there's a little bit of urban in there, a little bit of almost village walking, but most of the scenery is like this, and it's only down the road. It's only Darwen, and it's gorgeous. Gonna be honest, when I see trees so well spaced in a plantation, I kinda want to put my hammock up there. Just saying. I don't agree with it, but it would be tempting. And these fellas come down, they come down. Keep coming across the same people doing circuits of the reservoir. Seems to be going a lot faster than me. I'm not doing a circuit, I'm going to break off in a minute when I get round the corner. Yeah, quite a few minutes to be fair. Head on to the next one. Don't think you can see it from here, but around about there, like a metal sculpture, some bird, not quite sure what. It's kind of buggy today, it's June now, so I expect the flies in full force. It's also just started a very fine misty rain, which is quite refreshing because the weather's proper muggy. It's kind of warm and draining. like it was yesterday at work when I just had no energy whatsoever. So I'm not going to rush to put a coat on. It's quite nice. You can just see it hazing over there. It's nice. So just coming around the top of Wayoh Reservoir. A little bit of road walking, but that was nothing. I'm going to go all around the top and then south down its sort of eastern side, making our way towards Jumbles. Yeah, the rain's given up a bit. The good thing about these sort of paths is they're popular for dog walkers, so the council has just pretty much paved them with, what would you call it, gravel. Morning. Morning. So makes for easy walking, and it makes a good bridle path as well. So all good. Time again. Yo-yo bear snack. Oh. Add to the collection. Doesn't look like somewhere I'd have to go in a video game. Just saying. Had to detour there. Actually had to go into Edgeworth proper. They were doing roadworks at the entrance to the footpath that I wanted. But I've walked it before, so I've not missed out on anything. Now I'm just back on the trail now. I'll be heading down there now. Now moving towards Jumbles, and I'm going to go through a very wealthy part of the village, or town that I'm in. Might still be Edgeworth. I'm not prepared to get the map out when I walk. So it always struck me the money that must have gone into these houses. I don't blame anyone who has that kind of money or who wants to live in a house like that. Wow, some serious money. Seem to have got covered in a lot of this white polleny stuff, almost like dandelion seeds when it'd be below, and it's not, it's all over and down there. If I was better educated, I could tell you what it is, but I'm not, so I can't. Let's do this gate. Go. Still spring water, naturally from Scotland's Ochil Hills. Probably means Braveheart took a pee in it. Freedom. Must admit, energy levels aren't quite where they should be today. I don't know if that's the heat or what. I'm enjoying it, but I'm finding myself stopping and spending a few minutes. Not because I'm tired, I'm just... That's a little bit steep. Oh. Steep. We've left a very busy Jumbles behind. Now moving up towards the golf course. So just approaching the golf course. I just need to cross this field where the horses are, and then I'm there and we go through the golf course all the way sort of back to the car mostly. I think maybe a mile on the other side. But yeah, just feeling a little bit not quite with it today. Don't know why. It's the effects of the heat or the fact that I'm doing a strict diet. That cool breeze is helping. Sounds like a gale, but it's not. It's more of a breeze. That's quite nice. You can just see the big city over there. Not going to guess which one it is without me looking at the map. You can just see the rain coming down over there, far off. Oh, it's warm, very warm. I'll stop and have a drink for once I clear all these flying golf balls. And it doesn't seem to be that busy today. Oh well. Always a kind of awkward moment when you're filming like shots. You're choosing to set a shot up or walk and then come back for the camera, and then somebody shows up who's wondering what on earth you're doing. Still, I've got to do it for you guys. I remember rightly, we're down here. I was thinking about it the other day. How so many subtle things can affect your mental health. And I'd always laughed at mental health for years, for that man up kind of attitude. I was wrong. It kind of snuck up on me. Now I've changed my diet, changed how much exercise I get, trying to avoid the things that trigger those kind of emotions that are just not good. So now even I'm acutely aware when things are kind of out of balance in my head. And what I need to do is put them back on. Getting rid of coffee, only having 1 cup in the morning, that was a massive change. It did me a world of good. And then just herbal teas after that, because I do like a brew. Right, down there. So I'll put the golf course behind us. I nearly had a ball take my head off. Good thing I waited until he took his shot. Nearly hit his partner in the process. But anyway, it's a long slog up the rotary way back to the bottom of the reservoir, the south end, where we've parked the car, and then home. The sun came out for a little bit, but it's gone back to being muggy. That has paintball site written all over it. As I was thinking about it, I found one thing really does make a difference in the morning with sort of setting the day right, which is having a routine. I tend to get up early during the week and probably a weekend as well. Around about 4:15, make that 1 brew that I'm going to have, and I'll drink that walking the dog. And then as I go around, I reach a point where I'll get my phone out, get my prayer list up and work through that, talk to the boss upstairs put any worries and complaints forward. And basically involve myself in a bit of worship, and then I'll come back, start some housework, because there's always housework to be done, and before going to work and just have a very light breakfast. And that's kind of my routine in the morning. I like it. If I've got time, I'll put the audio Bible on as I'm driving, get a bit of the word in, and that's it, and that kind of sets me right for the day. And that's the same if I'm walking or anything like that. I've still got to walk the dog regardless of how many miles I do. So yeah, I find if I get that right, everything's prepped and there's nothing sort of last minute. Can't stand the last minute. I like everything ready. My walking gear I can grab, get straight onto. I know where everything is. And it takes away a few of those triggers I mentioned. Things that just set you off on a bad mood, set your day wrong. You just got to avoid them, cut them out of your life. There you go. Philosophy corner for you. It's all for free as well. One thing to remember with this reservoir, Turton and Entwistle, is that the sat-nav, no matter how good it is, either sends you to the lower car park or the upper car park, which can be quite confusing. So you basically come through Darwen itself, and then it's a left, only a few miles outside of Darwen. If you've gone all the way to the other side and not come through Darwen, you're going to end up coming down that track road where the strawberry duck was. And technically you can't go down there because the terrain is terrible. You know, they've put some more tarmac down. So yeah, I'm at the upper car park because I think they closed this gate for some reason. I don't know why. But the two car parks are just linked by a very short footpath. So I'm just going to go to the lower car park and then walk my way back up, and that's me done. 10 miles. Felt like 100. No. I think the diet maybe, not quite as many carbs this morning. Well, I'd only had two eggs and some garlic, because I don't need a lot of calories. But I think maybe throughout the week, just dropped a little bit too much, so one to bear in mind. But I had a few cereal bars on me, so I've had one of them plus my bear snack. It's all good, feel a bit better now. Right, back to the car. And there we are, back at the car. Wow. Oh, we got 18 degrees, didn't feel it, felt warmer. It was a good walk, I enjoyed it. I always enjoy this route. I think I made it last year. Took a few of the guys on it. So it's Turton and Entwistle Reservoir, going clockwise, and as you reach the north point, you cut across, you go up to Wayoh Reservoir, up to the top finger, down the eastern side, going south, and then all the way down to Jumbles, and then back up through Turton Golf Course. So it's quite a good trek, and as you see in the footage, the scenery is brilliant, and to have that sort of in such a dense urban area as Darwen and Blackburn, it's quite a bonus, and they've done quite well, the council, to maintain it. So yeah, always a favourite. I am now going to go home. I'm going to have a cup of tea and a nap because I'm old, and I'm going to do some editing. So all I can say is thanks again for joining me, and stay tuned for the next walk. I'll see you on the trail.